Today is a very exciting day, not only for me, but for the many other people who are also interested and excited to see what is going to be happening with S&box. Facepunch remembered their password for the S&box website and finally made a new post today. Of course, we'll be picking out some of the more important or interesting announcements and topics for the sake of this video. You can check the blog post and the link in the description for more. The blog post starts off talking more about the development history of S&box and its systems, such as the entity system that was replicated from when Gary made his mod. This section also talks about how he wanted to gain more control over the systems that were presented in the source engine for Gary's mod itself, while also explaining the origin of the S&box game mode, which has allowed you to spawn in models, change their colors, materials, and more. Fun fact, the S&box game mode on S&box has been missing for the last month or so. I'm definitely sure they're now getting ready to have the team work on it in their spare time when they want to. Now you know. The post continues to talk more about experimentation and how it's been beneficial for Gary and the Facepunch team when developing the system for S&box. But now let's get into the good stuff, the scene system. I've talked about this scene system for the last couple of videos, and while I'd like to talk more about it now, I've already got a couple of videos mentioning what it was like in detail and more. For a short summary, the scene system is basically everything that Gary has wanted in S&box for a very long time. A system that allows you to prototype, reiterate, and make changes on the fly and in real time. No rendering, no waiting, just straight change, play, test, reset, and repeat. This is a wonderful system as it makes the scene system the easiest way to get involved with developing a game on S&box and also not have to fully worry about screwing around with programming or coding, which is a win for most folks like myself, which don't have any sort of game development or coding experience. Now for the big one. A while back, I made a video breaking news about the possibility that S&box as a source-to-engine game will allow basically anyone who wants to create games and play them on S&box, not to only do so as a platform, but also allow you the opportunity to fully create a game and release it as a standalone game on Steam. While this was basically hinted at with a conversation in Discord between Gary and a game developer asking the specific question, he wants everyone to have the opportunity to not only make games in S&box, but also to be able to release them as standalone games and sell them on Steam. This right here is the number one thing that just made S&box stand out completely from all the other platform games, in my opinion. Short little tangent here. The biggest question I asked myself when I initially got started with covering this game was, how would this game actually stand out compared to the rest? Yes, it's a platform game. Yes, it's created by Facepunch and Gary, but what else can this game do to become the next evolution that it claims to be? And this is exactly what it is. Not only is the new scene system something completely familiar to possibly tons of game devs, and Unity is one of the most popular game engines currently out right now, but also to allow you to create your own game and release it as a standalone game, nonetheless on Steam, the biggest platform to find PC games, if at all, and for free. He really does not want a single cent. There is no royalties, nothing, just release it for the hell of it. This is wild. This, in my opinion, is what breaks the mold and makes it stand out from the rest. That was my tangent, so let's get back to this awesome news. Well, obviously, they need more permission from Valve to do this, and while I'm sure they'll hopefully get the support for it, they also did a tongue-in-cheek joke about how they didn't want to piss them off, and I quote, mess it all up by doing something stupid like uploading one of their games to our platform and forcing them to DMCA it. I think we should be good. While we also haven't gotten any news about keys being released, I wouldn't be surprised if they possibly might return within the next couple of weeks to months within whatever blog post, respectively. But we'll have to wait and see. Of course, if you're really interested in learning everything about S&box in 11 minutes or less, check out this video right here, and thanks for watching.